This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anita Sadowska and I'm a swimmer and fashion photographer, and I show you what I do and how I do it on this channel. Today I have this really cool test shoot with Mackenzie. We're going to be doing some film photography. I do have my Sony just to meter and just to support myself a little bit because I'm not fully a film photographer, so I don't want to screw it up. But we're going to be shooting in this beautiful space. I'll be talking to you about the importance of testing and why I test and how I organize everything. So let's get right into it. Yeah. Cute. Okay, let's see. I need to change my ISO. So because I'm shooting with film, I will set up my ISO on 400 because I'm using a 400 film. And then I will just kind of roughly meter of what it is on my Sony, and then I will meter the same or put in the same on my Canon. The Canon does have a meter and it usually is pretty accurate, so I will see how it reflects on the meter, and if it shows that it's too dark, I'm going to adjust. Ugh, this is heavy. For those of you who know me and have been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I am mostly a digital kind of gal. I have been playing around with film a little bit here and there, but I'm not super comfortable with it yet. However, I will say whenever I do a fully filmed photo shoot, I'm actually always in love with the photos, and today was no different. I actually did take some digitals, but I didn't like them anywhere near as much as I did the film, so that's what you'll be seeing today. And I have to say that this is a good lesson for me to learn how to trust myself and my camera. I have gotten pretty well at reading what the film needs. I have a light meter that is built into the camera. I actually do not use an external light meter, and it is actually working pretty well. And you know, sometimes I go on the light meter, sometimes I go on my instincts, but so far it hasn't failed me, so maybe I am doing something right, you know? And look at me now. Perfect. Gorgeous. Again, looking for the preview that isn't here. What excites me about film is the fact that you get to take the photos, you don't really see what they look like, and then you get them developed and scanned and you get to have that reveal. First thing first, you work with a significantly less amount of photos, which is actually really, really nice and refreshing, because if you're like me and you overshoot and you come back from a photo shoot and you have 2,000 images, having 3 or 4 rolls of film and the equivalent of 120 photos is just so incredibly nice. Obviously, that means that you have a bit less variety in your photos potentially, but it also means that you're a bit more mindful about how you take those photos and how you pose your model, how you set up your angles. And I think it's a really good lesson in how to slow down as a photographer, because I feel like a lot of us, when we shoot digital, we just overshoot and we just take 7,000 photos and hope one of them works out. And when it comes to film, you just cannot do that unless you are really rich, and I am not, so So today I'm using Portra 400. I also have Portra 800 with me, and to be honest, even though it seems relatively bright in here, I'm shooting on pretty low settings. I'm on 200 of a second and f2.8. I even went down to 125 of a second because with film you want to overexpose it instead of underexposing it. When I shoot with my Sony, I usually underexpose because I want to make sure that the skin is perfect, but with film it's actually better to overexpose, and you can easily get the details back when you're scanning and developing and so on. So I am trying to be mindful of that. It's kind of sometimes difficult because it's a matter of habit, right? Like my habit is to just shoot underexposed, but I'm really trying to trust this light meter that is in this camera to make sure that I'm getting the exposure right. There's always been a lot of talk regarding testing and working for free. And as much as I do agree that you should never work for free for someone that is making money off of you, like corporations, big brands, I do also believe that testing is just so incredibly important for you as an artist. It is a way to express yourself. It is a way to make your portfolio for what you want it to be, to attract the clients that you want. I feel like a lot of the time, if people just wait for clients to come to them, it is going to be a really difficult process, because if you don't have the right kind of work, you're not going to attract the right kind of client. So creating the portfolio that reflects your vision for your work is so incredibly important in my opinion. And yes, you should definitely not work for free, but I also think it is super, super important to collaborate with other creatives. This. And again, kind of just look there. Yeah, it's perfect. I think whenever I shoot film, I'm just not always sure about like the shots because I can't see what I'm doing. So sometimes I feel like I take too much of the same shot almost, and I wish I had different frames because sometimes certain things look better than the others. So this is definitely something that I'm still trying to work out with film. I'm just trying to give myself more variety of shots. And this is why I love organizing tests like this, because there's no pressure for me to have clients, to have deliverables. Like I know I'm gonna have nice photos, but I can experiment and play within that safe zone of not being worried about what I have to deliver. So I definitely recommend that you guys try it. I know it's expensive and I know it takes time and effort, but there's ways to go about testing that does not cost money. I chose Studio just because I never usually shoot in the studio, but you know, you have natural resources, you have natural light that's abundant to you in a lot of places, even if you live in the city. You can always shoot on the, like a street style kind of shoot, or just do something slightly different to your usual thing. And I feel like a lot of the time that kind of puts you in a different headspace, and it makes it a bit easier to expand your portfolio and just to expand what you're working on. I feel like a lot of the time I get stuck shooting the same thing over and over and over, and it's nice, but I've been doing this for 15 years. It's been a long time, so I feel like shooting the same thing over and over just kind of gets tiring. And expanding and just trying new things, like shooting in the studio, just makes it a little bit more exciting and a little bit different. So I definitely love doing that, and I recommend that you guys try it too. Beautiful. I definitely had a few struggles when it came to this photo shoot, and one of the main ones was the fact that when you're shooting with film, you have to have a lot of available light, and if you don't, the film might come out really gray, or the colors might be kind of bluish and just not that interesting. It's happened to me before so many times when I was shooting in overcast settings, or if it was backlit, I just did not get what I wanted. And with this particular photo shoot, because we were shooting in a gray, darkish studio, and we only had available light, I was definitely concerned about that, especially because you don't see that photos look a certain way till it's too late. And obviously when you have a whole team of people counting on you, it is very stressful knowing that you might not deliver what they are expecting you to deliver. So it was definitely something that I was keeping in mind, and it was something that I was worried about. Also the fact that I only use an internal light meter in the camera, and I obviously am also metering with my digital, but with my digital camera it is not 100% accurate, and I've noticed that sometimes the meter in my film camera differs from the meter in my digital camera. So it is something that I just kind of have to play by ear and hope for the best. I think maybe if I was really seriously getting into film, I would probably invest in a light meter and actually do my metering myself. But so far, we're doing good, so it's fine. Move yourself a bit closer to the light though. Perfect, yeah. Yes, oh, I love that. And look at me now. Yes. Can you twist your entire body towards me? So just kind of more like if you were sitting almost like on your side booty. Yes. Love. Careful. Oh, yes, love.
Oh my gosh, we almost lost you.
Yep. Oh, I love it. Yes. Yeah, maybe one like this is super close, so maybe just something with your like hands next to your face somehow. Yes, exactly. It's time to have a word from our sponsor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Squarespace offers intuitive tools to build websites as unique as your art. One of the features that I'm absolutely thrilled about is the Fluid Engine. With its next generation website design system, unlocking unbreakable creativity has never been easier. Starting with a best-in-class template, you can customize every design detail effortlessly using the reimagined drag and drop technology. It's seamless on both desktop and mobile, allowing you to stretch your imagination online. For someone like me who values a unique, visually stunning website, Fluid Engine is a game changer. And photographers, listen up. Squarespace isn't just about beautiful websites. It's also a powerful tool for selling your photography. With the online store features, whether it's physical prints or digital downloads, Squarespace provides everything you need to start selling online. It's like having your own photography store at your fingertips. Now, here's something that sets Squarespace apart: appointments. Accept booking for its private sessions, workshops, or group classes directly on your website. Manage your schedule, accept secure payments, and even send automatic reminders. It's a lifesaver for us photographers who wear multiple hats. And speaking of showcasing your work, Portfolios and Galleries feature is a dream for photographers. Professional designs, customizable galleries, and the option to add password-protected pages. It's the perfect platform to present our visual stories to the world. But wait, there's more. Monetize your creativity with member areas. Sell exclusive access to sections of your website, turning your passion into a source of income. It's like having your own VIP section for your most dedicated followers. Now, I know you're eager to get started. Head to squarespace.com/Anita for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you'll receive 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So, fellow photographers, make your online presence as stunning as your photography. I will see you on Squarespace.
Perfect.
Okay guys, so as you saw, the last few minutes were a bit intense. Usually when I shoot and I'm kind of limited on time, I want to make sure that I get the shot. So I was just like locked in. I wasn't really gonna do a fourth roll of film, but I saw how it looked and I just feel like I would regret not getting it. So I just tried to get as many different shots as I could, because sometimes certain lighting picks up better on film and you just never really know what you're gonna get. So I just kind of wanted to play around and experiment, and we'll see how it goes. I will be dropping off this film to get developed today, so I should see the photos by like tomorrow, which is very exciting. It's kind of like a surprise for me, which I really like. I think this is the thing that I enjoy the most about film. It's just like, you literally never know what you're gonna get, and then like you get it and you're like either whoa or you're like, oh shit. So hopefully it's whoa and not oh shit, so we'll see. But anyway, if you did like this video, make sure to check out everybody. I'm going to link everybody in the description below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.